Next up, we have our take on a Manhattan. This is going to be a unique take if you are a Manhattan fan, and that's because we don't make a sweet vermouth. So Manhattan typically calls for whiskey, sweet vermouth, and Angostura bitters. We love getting creative on how to remake cocktails using the ingredients that we do have on hand. So that's what we've done with our Manhattan recipe. So we're going to take a mixing glass or a pint glass if you don't have one on hand, and we are going to add a full 2 ounces of whiskey right in there. And we did some of the work for you on this one in creating this Manhattan mix, which is in this bottle right here. This includes Americano Blanc, which is our take on a dry vermouth that we make here from Vidal Blanc wine, which is sourced out of New Bedford locally. So there's 3/4 of an ounce Americano Blanc in one cocktail. There is 1/4 ounce Summer Reserve, which is an herbal barrel-aged liqueur that we make out of gin-soaked blueberries. So it's very complex. You get a lot of like juniper herbal notes mixed with blueberries and also some nice oaky vanilla notes from the barrel. And our secret ingredient in here is Luxardo juice, or syrup. So it's basically the syrup that brandied cherries sit in. And because without that secret ingredient, we find that the drink's just a little too dry because we're using a dry vermouth instead of a sweet one. So anyway, we find that splash of sugar really brings out a better flavor into the drink. So you are going to add 1.25 ounces into here. So I'm going to add a full ounce, then just a little 1/4 ounce splash. So all of those ingredients are in there. I'm going to add ice to this and stir it. So on the instructions, we say to stir this about 50 times. That's the general rule of thumb for stirred drinks. I'm not counting right this moment, but 50 goes by a lot more quicker than it sounds. So what we're doing here is we're chilling the cocktail and we're diluting it. We're adding water into there. This drink in particular is primarily just booze. So you really want to make sure to stir it long enough to get that harsh hotness out of the drink. There's also Angostura bitters in here as well in the mix. All right, I'm going to strain this into a coupe or martini glass. You don't have to double strain. You can just get it right into the glass. And then the best part, you can't have a Manhattan without these brandied cherries. So you can take one that was provided, skewer it, get it right into the cocktail. Be careful, these are kind of messy. And there you have it, a Short Path Manhattan. Cheers.